In this video, my favorite delay plugins and why I like each one of them. Let's go. Alright, this is gonna be a quick list like all the other favorite plugins videos, but I'm still gonna tell you why I select each one of them. We start right away with a plugin that is more than just a delay. It's FX Fragment by Arturia. This is one of the few granular delays. It sounds great and it has the perfect amount of options without being too tweaky. The reason because I selected this one is that you can create really cool and unique textures from extremely simple sounds. So if I take this basic bass line, and I add this, really cool texture, but one of the features that I like the most about this plugin is this trajectory panel. If I engage the pan, you can see this one is classic pan and it just pans left and right. But if I switch to boomerang or circle, is a really good plugin to create random and unique textures. This was a basic bass line, but you can do it with anything, a guitar, a synth, and transform it completely. This is a classic and I love it because it's, again, one of the few real reverse delay. And second, because this is also another granular echo synthesizer, although different from Fragments. And I really love the offsets, the splice offsets and the delay offsets, which helps create really interesting and wide stereo images for tracks. And it's also a great vocal doubler. I'll give you an example. We make it a little longer now, and I'm just gonna start playing with the offsets here. And let me give you an example as a doubler, which you can use on guitars like I'm doing right now, or vocals. I'll give you that example as well. If you start from this preset, Great Doubler, and you lower the splice size, and if you want to exaggerate, you turn this one up. Love that you have the low cut and high cut here. It sounds really great. Let's try it really quick on a vocal.
They judge me like a picture book by the colors like they forgot to read. I think we're like fire and water. I think we're like the wind and sea. You're burning up, I'm cooling down. You're up, I'm down.
Very tweakable on vocal. You can go from an obvious kind of chorusy pop style doubler to an almost invisible ambient like I'm doing in this last example. Next one was just released not long ago, kinda under the radar like many PSP plugin. This one is the new updated PSP 285. If you remember, their 84 and their 85 plugins were really cool delays. Well, this one is all of them together and more. This one has everything that you need to create cool delays and then some more. The first thing that I love about this plugin is the built-in reverb. It sounds absolutely great. Listen to it without first. And with the reverb on, we have different types: ambient, spring, plate, chamber, room, hall. I'll go with plate 1. And the great thing about it, you have a blend here. You have a time for the length of the reverb. Of course, you have the type, and then you have how much reverb you want to put in. But this delay has it all. You have a ducker here. You have the filter, you can modulate, and you have the filter with different types of modulation. You can work in mid-side. And you also have the legacy presets from the 84 and the 85. Really cool new plugin. If you want that legendary sound, this is it. Next one is definitely on my top 3 because Mac DSP with EC300, that's the name of the plugin, basically put in their delay what I've always for years used after my delays, any delay, which was fuzzbox. The first one is a tape delay, then we have the analog inspired by classic units as well, and then we have digital. But digital, here at the top we have the sim tab. And here you can see you can load all the speaker simulation the fuzzbox has. On top of this delay has width, saturation, filters, modulation, and all the other things that you want from a modern delay. Semi-parametric EQ, dynamics, everything. And all 3 types are really great. Let me start with magnetic really quickly.
They judge me like a picture book by the colors like they forgot to read. I think we're like fire and water.
You hear that saturation and how nice it sounds, and we have different types of tape. Classic tape, bright and dirty.
They judge me like a picture book by the colors like they forgot to read. I think we're like fire and water. I think we're like the wind and sea.
Then we go to analog. This is a very warm type of delay.
They judge me like a picture book by the colors like they forgot to read. I think we're like fire and water. I think we're like the wind and sea. You're burning up, I'm cooling down. You're up, I'm down.
We heard those types of delays in countless records, but like I said, my favorite might be this one, simply because it saves me the time of having to put fuzzbox after my delay. And here you can load whatever simulation you want.
They judge me like a picture book by the colors like they forgot to read. I think we're like fire and water. I think we're like the wind and sea. You're burning up, I'm cooling down. You're up, I'm down. You're loud, I say. But I'm free. I'm free.
So many different colors. This is the delay that I do all my special throws and one-of-a-kind delays in my mixes. UVI Relay. This is one of the most advanced modern type of delays. Great for electronic music, EDM, But not only that, before we continue, smash that subscribe button, and if you like the videos, please consider using the super thanks and support the channel. If you really want to learn how to mix and master professionally, click the join button down here, become a MixBus TV member, access the already big and always growing libraries of full mixing courses, start to finish, mastering courses on many different genres, also mix consultation via email, and a lot more. And keep an eye out for the next live mixing class. Those are one-offs and tickets are limited. Let's go back to the video. Several reasons because I selected this one. First of all, you can find my own presets when you buy the plugin. When you have the plugin, you can see MixBus TV presets. One of the things that I really like is the time tab here. Once you set, let's say, let's sync this delay to 1/8. On this tab, you can vary the timing of your repeats. Let me go, for example, in triplets, a little more creative with this. Then you have a tab for gain, and you have presets which are really, really useful. Right now, here, for example, to set the volume of our repeats. Pan, same thing. You have some presets here if you want to do this with just one click. And then you also have various effects and a tape simulation here, the Docker. But let's hear this.
I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. Let my guard down, now you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved.
But there's a couple of more features that make Relayer one of the best plugins out there. First of all, the diffusion, and second, the reverbs that it has on board. I'll start with the Golden Hall, which is one of my favorites.
I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. Let my guard down, now you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved.
These reverb IR are something really, really special.
I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. Let my guard down, now you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved.
This is the reverb that I use if I want to position the delays in some weird space in the mix, or maybe it's a busy mix and I don't have the space, or I want to feature a specific delay, but I don't want it up front. It can do up front, like all delays can do up front. That's easy. The hard part is to make it blend and appear like it's coming from nowhere. If you add the effects that it has on board, it goes even deeper. Relayer UVI. Next one is tape echoes from Softtube. Again, another great analog tape delay simulation. I really like the layout and the ergonomics of this delay. You have the drive here for color, which sounds great, by the way. You have the dirt, which combines the wow and flutter, and it's really convenient to have it all here in the middle because you can automate it and make the delay goes from clean to dirt or vice versa. So really cool control to automate. We have 3 taps, feedback, and a great sounding reverb again. I really love it for slapback delays, for example, like this.
I stand outside in the rain. I take the physical pain. At the end of the day, the girl's what I want.
Hear that drive, how it sounds. It's just turning that one up. It just immediately the sound of rock and roll. And then we have this reverb. Like I said, it sounds awesome.
I stand outside in the rain. I take the physical pain. At the end of the day, the girl's what I want.
You can tilt the stereo image, you have filters right there. Like I said, the ergonomics are really a big part for me, besides the sound of using this delay, because there's this switch here where you can access imaging or filters right there. In addition to that, we also have the tape glitch effect, which is not the usual stop and start. You had to keep it pressed.
I stand outside in the rain. I take the physical pain.
All right, really cool, very different effect. Another one from PSP. I rediscovered this one because I used to use this one a long time ago. And with the new release of the 285, I revisited the PSP Stomp Delay, simply because it's super simple, has a great sound in saturation, and I really like the fully variable ping pong and image. Let me show it to you. And you also have this glide function for throw delays. Really a simple delay when you want the stomp box kind of feel and ergonomics. And like I said, I really like the easy access and the full variable ping pong stereo imaging. PSP Stomp Delay. Okay, 2 honorable mentions before going to the last one, and probably my most used delay. And of course, I want to know your favorite delays in the comments down below. First one is the 2290. I could not include this one. Is the classic digital delay. It also has the controller here on my desk. This is an absolutely great delay. It does have a learning curve, and it's usually a little longer to set up. That's why I tend to do presets and work a little longer on making my own presets, because it's a lot easier. Otherwise, I kind of get caught up in too much tweakiness from this one. But I have a couple of presets, for example, my vocal air that I use usually on an aux, but I can show you here.
Well, my boyfriend's in a band. He plays guitar while I sing the reed. I've got feathers in my hair.
Or the watery delay, which is also cool.
Well, my boyfriend's in a band. He plays guitar while I sing the reed.
The great thing about this plugin is both the dynamic, the modulation, and the panning, which are all here, and the way you can trigger all those things. 2290 is definitely a classic. The other honorable mention goes to Echo Boy. I still use it, and it used to be my most used plugin. It's still great for example, the analog chorus is one of my favorite style, and there are many more. This has been the standard for so long. Again, I still use it and it still sounds great. For example, this analog chorus.
Well, my boyfriend's in a band. He plays guitar while I sing the reed. I've got feathers in my hair. I get down to be poetry, and my jazz collection's rare. I can play most anything. I'm a Brooklyn baby. I'm a Brooklyn baby.
Still sounds great, is on countless records, but lately my most used and probably what replaced Echo Boy for just go-to is the repeater. I absolutely love this plugin. It's both for me a matter of ergonomics, how it's laid out, but the sound of it and the emulations are great. For example, just this digital 42, right? We all know where it comes from. The difference between 42 and 42 by 2, just listen to this very quickly.
Well, my boyfriend's in the band. He plays guitar while I sing the reed.
It instantly makes me smile, and all of them, all the emulation sounds great.
Well, my boyfriend's in the band. He plays guitar while I sing the reed. I've got feathers in my hair. I get down to poetry, and my jazz collection's rare. I can play
And you can tweak the color here, just one knob. You have filters, you can invert the phase of one. Everything is right here in front. You don't have sub-menu. And one thing that I really like that I miss on basically almost all delays is this spread plus analog here. If you keep the same timing left and right.
Well, my boyfriend's in a band. He plays guitar while I sing the reed. I've got feathers in my hair.
You have this very, very natural spread that is just the ticket most times. And you can unlink the filter so you can make one side brighter, one side darker just very easily.
Well, my boyfriend's in a band. He plays guitar while I sing the reed. I've got feathers in my hair. I get down to be poetry. And my jazz collection's rare.
I usually add a reverb after this because, you know, I'm not a big fan of like very, very dry delays. But as far as tone and ease of use and sound, the repeater might be my most used delay. And this is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like. Let me know what are your favorite delays in the comments down below. You will find the links to all the plugins that we've seen today in the info box. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.
Hands on my neck, hands grip my throat. Lift me up, man, take control. Heart is so